All right, my friend, welcome back to the final video of this mini series. It's been so much fun, and I love talking about memberships and communities because I've been doing this for a while and just seeing my students grow and the results it's given me for my business as well. I want to share that with you, and I hope this mini series has given you some clarity on the entire process, what you can expect from Kajabi's membership and community. And I want to wrap things up with 3 simple reasons on why I think you should start a membership and community today. Okay. So the very first reason is you get to know your students better in a more organic way. Okay? You get to know your students better and what they really need and how you can serve them better. If you think about it, it makes a lot of sense. The community itself is a great way for you to interact with your top students. In an online course, yes, they can ask you questions and you can get back to them, but it's not really an ongoing back and forth sort of thing. It's more like they're watching the content, they're taking the transformation from A to Z, but the course has already been created and you could be doing something else. Whereas for a community, when you are in there interacting with them directly, then it's sort of a back and forth sort of thing. Then you're there live with them as they are, especially on the coaching calls, for example. It's live feedback. They can ask you questions live, you can answer them live. So they're getting that live interaction, and that is huge, right? So that sort of interaction really gets to, or I should say, it allows you to get to know your students in a really deep way. And therefore, you can make the membership and the community even better, customize your content, your master classes to their needs. And it's a great benefit to them because you get to understand your target audience and your customer avatar better and better, and therefore create future products for them in that regard as well that really pinpoint their pain points and really give them everything they need. So that's the first reason I would recommend starting a membership and community as soon as you can. The second is a benefit for you, and that is it just requires less upfront work, and it also requires less of an upfront investment for your students as well. So because it's an ongoing thing, it would make sense for them to pay a smaller amount, which eventually adds up over time. But if it's like, let's say, a $10 a month membership, then it's a lot easier to swallow than, let's say, a $300 course to kick things off, right? So because they're paying less, but they're also paying you each month, for them, it's a little bit easier to get started. And for you, you don't really need very much work to get started. We talked about how you really only need one core piece of training and then maybe a bonus mini course in there to get started and kick things off. And then it tells them, it sets the tone that there's going to be one new thing a month, one coaching call a month, and then the community where they can interact. And then they have a couple bonuses if they want to dive into to help them along their journey. But they expect that it's an ongoing thing, and they don't expect a ton of content right up front. So it's less work for you, but it's also a less upfront cost for your members as well. And the third and final pro of starting a membership and community as soon as possible is the most obvious benefit, and that is that it's a recurring revenue stream for you. Online courses are great and they usually cost a little bit more, but most of the time they are one-time purchases. And so how do you create consistency in your revenue? Well, one is through having a profitable evergreen email funnel, but the other is through having some form of recurring revenue in the form of a membership. So again, if you're selling business practices or business training, then it makes sense to charge more. If you're charging for a hobbyist membership, then obviously a little bit less, like myself. But the idea of having recurring revenue every single month or every year, if you offer an annual plan, which I recommend, that can only benefit your business. It stabilizes the harder months and it also helps supplement the better months. So there really is no point in worrying too much if you have a great membership. Okay. So those are the 3 reasons. It's helps you get to know your students better and better, helping you to make the membership and community a better place, and also helping you create better content for them in the future. It requires less upfront work to get started, and it's a lower cost for them to get in. And third and finally, it's recurring revenue for your business, which helps stabilize everything. And you know exactly how much is coming in, assuming they don't cancel. Of course, students will cancel every so often, but if you follow the techniques we talked about in this mini series, then you can really expect the members to stay, expect them to enjoy their experiences, interact with you and each other, and therefore create a living, breathing space, a special community where they can all interact and enjoy each other and just have fun, you know? I think that's something that's missing a lot today, is just safe spaces and places where they can have fun, but learn at the same time, know that they can trust the feedback they're receiving and support and encourage one another. So yeah, thank you so much for watching this mini series. I really appreciate it. And again, I want to leave you with that 30-day free trial. Kajabi usually gives you a 14-day free trial, but if you're serious about setting up your membership and your community once and for all, getting it up and running, serving your people on an ongoing basis, and having that recurring revenue stream, then I would highly recommend using Kajabi. It's what I've been using for the past few years, and it's served me really, really well. So they usually give you 14 days, but if you use my link down below, christophercu.com/Kajabi, then I'll give you an extended 30-day free trial, plus those 2 bonus mini courses, Kajabi in 30 days and content marketing for creatives. And you'll receive the first one when you when you join the free trial. You'll get that right away so you can follow step by step and set up your business properly on the platform. And content marketing for creatives you'll receive after becoming a paying member of Kajabi. Just forward me your receipt and I'll grant you free access to that as a thank you for using my affiliate link down below. I really appreciate you watching again. Thank you so very much, and I'll see you in another Kajabi video very, very soon. Take care.